Man, coming through real quick, man, with another one, man. You know, um, this shit is crazy. So we're gonna get into it.
I already told you last night you're not gonna sign it.
And it's not so I don't have no rights to it. So you're not gonna put me on child support now because it's not mine, right?
It is yours.
It's mine, but it's not mine. But you're not gonna let me. You're gonna let me. So I don't have no rights to no say so on what just comes baby, right?
You just said who was the founder.
Now, first thing she said was she ain't gonna let me sign that birth certificate, man. Let me go.
Last night. I already told you last night you're not gonna sign it.
I already told you last night you ain't gonna sign it. Let's continue though.
You just said who was defiled last night.
Well, you know, when you put something unclean in his body, that's defilement. But what I'm saying is,
and I said you ain't gonna sign the birth certificate. Didn't I say that?
Okay, I understand. Okay. Something unclean is defilement.
Stop asking.
So yeah, she talking shit. Oh well, I ain't gonna let you sign it. So stop asking. You ain't gonna sign the birth certificate. For all the niggas talking about, they cannot deny you the birth certificate. I was denied the birth certificate. Not only that, I talked to the little Hispanic lady who had the documentation because I searched far and wide. I'm like, let me sign that. I am the father. What did she do? Did not allow me to sign it. Talking about the mother.
Okay, so that's what you just called your mother too, because she's taking over.
She's not taking over.
She's taking my authority.
She's not taking.
She has authority over the baby, right?
Okay.
All right.
I don't know authority.
Let me sit there. They think I'm an angry, quote unquote man.
Well, I think I'm an angry black man. You already know.
So that's what's going on there, right?
I'm just saying.
So you call her to go against me.
I didn't go against you.
You call her.
You might as well do it. You call the file anyway, right?
You call your mother. Why do you call the person that hates me? Never had a conversation with me. Hates my guts, right? To go against me. They want to come to my child. So now you got people outside the door. It's so important to get his metabolic information. You know how important that is.
Oh yeah. Also, this is them. I'm saying I don't want them to take his metabolic information, meaning they're trying to take his DNA in order to supposedly see what he is susceptible to, what he has genetic disposition against. Like he maybe, they may find out he's allergic to something, or I don't even. That's not that test. Let me not say that, but they say genetically predisposed to sickle cell or, one of those diseases. Funny, they never found seizures in which he caught a seizure because of those vaccines. Right here, I'm saying no. Why do they need to take a DNA test to put in their information banks? And this is what I'm saying no, but they're saying okay, whatever, just do it. Take his DNA. She's basically telling them they can do whatever they want.
Just to get that metabolic information.
You just change your mind after that.
Why is this? Why is that important? Okay, so you just took my authority as man, so it's not going to work. So.
Now notice right here, this is exactly what's happening right here. This is what the nurse put down here, and the nurse lied to me. The hospital lied on me. Okay. So what they're saying right here, okay, let's go over. Father and infants continue to persevere over mother's decision to have the PKU done. This is them taking his genetic information for what? They never even gave the the results of the genetic information. I had to ask for them later on after I found out my child got seizures because I didn't want them to lie and say that it was just part of his genetics to have seizures. So I got that information. They can't even lie about that. They did so many genetic testing on him to find nothing that they can't say that it was in his genes. But let's continue though.
Little.
And you want to sign a birth certificate after you said that? No.
No.
Like I told you, no. Yesterday, no.
Yeah, she's so arrogant. You know, women just so arrogant. She just know you want to sign a birth certificate after I said no. And like, okay, as a man, and then people talk about men's rights. Are people serious? This my child was just born. This is right when my child was born, and she's telling me I can't sign a birth certificate. A lot of brothers, you know what I mean, and she was successful with that. But let's continue this though.
You don't want to own. Oh.
So you automatically taking me out my son's life. You taking me out my son's life, then, right? And putting your mother there. Your mother's gonna be calling the shots, right? That's what she just did, right?
So she ain't calling no shots. I'm calling the shots.
Okay, right here we see now her mother has guardianship over her, and her mother is calling the shots. So everything came to pass. This right here is dealing with when the baby was just born, but everything has come to pass. Now her mother has authority over my child, over the father. So the only thing they can do is slander me, but they can't. They just hate fathers so much that this is what they would do. But let's continue.
Okay. And I'm not. Correct. I can't.
Because you don't want something done.
So she's gonna do it. I know she's gonna do it. So I'm just gonna have to be okay with not having it. It's cool. I really, me personally, as in our supposedly I'm supposed to be, a man, and I protect her. I make decisions. I'm the one that's supposed to protect the family. So I thought I had that authority to protect. And when I make those type of decisions, it's kind of really messed up that I don't. It's kind of sad because, here she getting her mother, and it's like, it happens a lot in a lot of households where they take away, my authority as a man. And it's like, okay, and then we leave because we can't be the man in the house because they won't let us be the man. So we leave, and then it's a single parent house. We've been together for a very long time. Mm-hmm. I want to stay as a family, but it's like we're never a unit, as you can see.
Okay, so right here you see the police stepping in. Now, let me tell you, this is so important for them to take the genetic information, to take blood from my baby, that they called the police on me to escort me out of here. All right.
See, every time we come with something, she overrides me as the man, and I feel like I'm not a man anymore. That's just how, in the household, you have your husband, you listen to your husband, but that just never happens. It just never happens between me and her. So I don't want that, because I wanted him to have two parents. But you see, she's gonna call her mother, and her mother hates
but that's
me.
something you guys are gonna have to work out at a later time.
A later time?
Yeah.
No, but her mother's about to come up here. But let me see right now. Her mother's about to come. I know you're gonna do the test. I have no control. I have no control over it. Mom?
No.
I'm sorry. When we say mom, we mean Ezra's mom.
Okay.
Anytime we say mom, this is the only mom.
Okay, so her mother's on the way up here. Grandma cannot come up in here because her grandmother hates me. She may pull her out and go to the room or whatever. I don't even want her in the room. I got my stuff in the room. I never had a conversation with her. I've been with her for 4 years. She cannot come up in here and
but that's
talk.
Up to her.
Okay, she's going to do the testing because she doesn't care what I say, So this is kind of a sad thing.
Well, like I said, you guys will have to deal with that kind of part later. So what Dr. Barnes would like right now is just to be able to have 5 minutes with her, with you stepping out of the room. Okay.
Oh, she already going to have the test. We already came to the conclusion.
Well, she still just wants to talk to her and just explain it and make sure that she understands it all. Okay, so we're just going to ask that you step out for a couple of minutes while she does that. Okay.
Or step out to do the test real quick.
No, Dr. Barnes just wants to have a conversation with.
So they brought 2 police officers there. And family, let me just show you, because I got something else on here, but let me just show you one more thing in regards to this. Right here, you can see this is what happened. This is what the nurse wrote down. That was a lie against me. The father of infant continues to persevere over mother decisions to have the PKU done. Mother is very quiet. Father continues to badger her regarding his rights to the baby. Mother then states she is not going to put him on the birth certificate. clear as day. It ain't about her putting on me. I tried to sign it, they wouldn't let me. So it's not the mother, but they're lying. Even the hospital is lying, saying it was the mother, but it's the system working with the mother. It was the hospital working with the mother. And both the hospital, when I talked to the hospital by themselves trying to sign it, they wouldn't allow me to do it. So just like they go to child support and then the system helps them fight, same thing with all this thing. Father of infant questioning this, educating, giving regarding this as being the mother's right, and she does not have to list the father since they are not married. Mother of infant stating, I am not going to put you on the birth certificate. You told me you don't even want me to hold him, but he's the infant have been defiled. Father of infant stating, she is listening to her mother and not to him. Becoming more argumentative, Dr. Burns asked father to be escorted from the infant's room. Security called and father left the infant room, but continued to be disruptive when leaving the nursery. This right here is a lie. First of all, I wasn't disruptive, period. I was having civilized conversation and civilized discourse. But argumentative, disruptive, pretty much they like to slander right here. At bedside, I discussed the infant care with parents, both whom are also bedside. Infant, this right here is supposed to be 11:45 a.m. right here, 11:44. So they ain't even put the right date. They ain't put the right time right here because they ain't talking to me about nothing. Here are lying. Okay, this is in the morning. It's 9:40. Barnes attended the bedside of planned care with the parent. Both of them are also at the bedside. Infant PKU discussed when mother agreed to having tests done, but father adamantly said he did not want testing. PKU tests is discussed in length with both parents. Father of infant continues to state that he does not want his son's DNA on file with the state, and that the state must really want his baby's DNA. Further education well received from the father of infant becoming argumentative with mother of infant. Mother of infant desires PKU to be performed after Dr. Barnes spent 50 minutes at the bedside explaining the test. No, she doesn't. Mother always explained that the only reason she wants to do it is because she thinks that Children's Services is going to take the baby, and Children's Services are involved, and they're afraid, they're scaring her with Children's Services. What she did was wasn't scared about the vaccines at the time, because she knew how much it hurt her, and she didn't want that for her infant at the time. Mother of infant on a cell phone with her mother. Father of infant on a cell phone as well. This writer does not know who he's speaking. Father tells person on the phone that we are not letting him make any decision, that the mother of the infant is not listening to him as a man in regard to decision making of the infant care. So we see right here, you know what I mean? This is the hospital doing their little dirt. But right here, we're seeing the mother can get away with murder. The mother can do what they want to do, and the father has no say-so in regards to being in the baby's life, being in the baby's birth certificate, making any decisions, in decision-making ability when the baby gets out of the womb, which is what we're fighting against now, because that's the main reason why all the discord and the Black community is destroyed, because they have given these women the right to take the protection away. So now, and that's what it's saying. Me as a protector of my child is vaccine injured. After receiving his first vaccines at 1 year old, less than 2 weeks later, he started coming up with seizures. And I got the evidence for that. So we see the man has no rights when a child is born. If she wanted to stick in with hella vaccines, she could have did what she wanted to do. Right there, this is the hell I went through when my baby was born.